We're gonna talk about this real quick. So the Big Three playoffs were just this past week. So the first round of the Big Three playoffs. So Big Three is Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league, and I remember watching it once or twice before, like just kind of like browsing whatever. But I never really watched it. I mean, I knew that it had a lot of former NBA players in it. I knew a lot of former NBA players were coaches, like legends were coaches, and I know they had like cool names for these teams, whatever. So the Big Three, man, I was watching it and I'm like, damn, this shit is dope. So I don't know what network it used to be on, but like, yeah, you can watch that shit on. I don't know if you can watch it. I'm assuming you can watch it on Paramount Plus because they have a contract with CBS. But like, yeah, they air these things on CBS. But then my favorite part is the fact that they put the content on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because they want to keep this joint alive. So that's how I discovered it. And I actually discovered it incidentally too. Well, not discovered it. I knew it was around, but something this year made me want to look at it. And I watch a lot of different type of basketball. So like not only just NBA, not in college, whatever, but like I watch like one-on-one basketball and stuff like that. Like and it'd be like local hoopers that's like nice. And I watched a lot of that type of stuff. So what's happened is like some of these big three guys, or just even just other, and a lot of these guys tend to be from the big three. They've been getting into these like one-on-one leagues or like these one-on-one showcase leagues and stuff like that. So they've been kind of getting into that. And there was one where it was Lance Stevenson versus Michael Beasley, and there was a lot of trash talk between them, whatever. And then I guess from watching that, like the algorithm kind of like shot me like a big three video, and then I was like, let me just tune into this because the way they market it, they always market like the star versus the star, like the best player versus the best player. And so like it was like something featuring like Michael Beasley versus somebody, right? And I was like, oh snap, thinking it's a one-on-one game. It wasn't a one-on-one game. And they've been doing that all summer. They've been getting me. Like I'll see this matchup, I'm like, oh snap, they about to play. And then because I saw Lane Stevenson and Michael Beasley play, I'm thinking like, oh, all these are one-on-ones. No, it was kicking me to big three games. And then I found out that Michael Beasley and Lane Stevenson's on the same team. So I'm like, oh, y'all definitely was doing this for clicks. Like there ain't no real animosity there. Like y'all are teammates. So anyway, the Big Three is a dope 3-on-3 league. I think it's dope because of some people might think like who wants to watch like old basketball players, but like a lot of these dudes is still nice, man. And like I watch guys on the street, whatever, that if they're good, they're good. So like there's still definitely a market for that. And so it's cool seeing these big stars, but then also like the rules is kind of dope in there. Like one, when I played 3-on-3, back in the day at the park pickup, it's make it take it. So this is not make it take it, but it's twos and threes, right? So that makes it okay. Like, and then so then they have foul shots, right? So I'm thinking it's cool, but no, it's dope. Like for example, if I get fouled, right, and I was supposed to shoot two shots, I shoot in the big three, I shoot one free throw, and that one free throw is worth 2 points. So it's like, damn. I mean, the only time a free throw is worth 1 point is if it's like an N one, because like you would have only got 1 point for that. You know what I mean? But when you normally you're supposed to shoot two shots, you could have possibly got 2 points. So instead, they speed it up and they make you just shoot one for 2 points. So making your free throws is critical in the big three. Also, if you get fouled on a 3 point shot, instead of shooting three free throws, they make you shoot a uncontested 3 point shot, right? So that's dope. And then they have like the not a 4 point line, which I think they should have a line. If they had a line, then it would be way more 4 point plays. But they have these like 4 point circles, and and so like you can only shoot from like these three spots on the whole floor, that are worth 4 points, and obviously they're far back. They're not in 3 point range. They're beyond it. So yeah, so kind of just getting into the rules and kind of thinking like, yo, this is dope, whatever. So it was some big matchups in the playoffs. It was Dallas versus Miami. So Dallas, they're called Dallas Power. And so like every team features some type of like old player. And they might not have always been a star, but like they feature old NBA players. So Power, their main players is Glenn Rice and Paul Millsap. And I was like, oh, Paul Millsap still getting busy? He was getting busy too, bro. They play against Miami. Miami has Michael Beasley, has Lance Stevenson. They have they got all NBA players. Like there's some teams that have like nobodies on their team, like guys that like street ball or like guys that might have went to college but didn't go nowhere. Nah, Miami got all five of their guys because it's a 5 team roster, but you're playing 3-on-3. They got all former NBA players. So it's Michael Beasley, Lance Stevenson. They got Chalmers. They got Amir Johnson, and then they got. Do they? No, they don't got Amir Johnson. My bad. My bad. Amir Johnson played for the other team. No, they got Reggie Evans. Yeah, they got Chalmers, Reggie Evans. Yeah, and then they got Sean Williams. Sean Williams, I believe that's the big man that used to play for Boston College way back in the day. And he got drafted, but I don't remember where he went. So yeah, Michael Beasley. That was a tough fought game. They end up pulling it out at the end. It kind of went down to the wire. Glenn Rice Jr. was yo, bro. He was hitting some crazy threes at the end, whatever. But it was dope outcome, whatever. Fun to watch. Chicago features, yeah, they have Amir Johnson, but they have their best player is Montrezl Harrell, and they got who else they got on their team? They got a lot of like these underrated guys on their team, like these like role playing dudes, whatever. But they nice, man. But Montrezl Harrell, man, bro, I've seen Montrezl Harrell ball at mad different levels, and like he's somebody. He is truly like the underdog. He's a big man. He plays center in the NBA, but he was always like an undersized center. Like he's only like 6'8" and playing center. And he did make an All Star. He did make an All Star team before. Played for the Clippers for most of his career, but he bounced around a lot towards the end of his career. He went to Louisville. I believe he won a national title with Louisville that one year when they had like Russ Smith and Peyton Siva and all them dudes. I believe he was on that team. So he was nice at Louisville. He had let me just double check before I keep saying that he was an All Star. I'm pretty sure that he was. Let's see. Yeah, Montrez. He has like a weird spelling of his name because there's a L at the back of his name that shouldn't really be there. Oh, maybe he was not an All Star. I thought he was. Hmm. Oh, well, yeah. Well, all right. He was an all-star, but he was six man of the year one year. And actually just a couple years ago. Yeah, a couple years ago, he was six man. He was like runner up, like second runner up, like so he finished third place, six man of the year. But for the Clippers at age 26 in 2019, 2020. So he's not that old, man. He's not crazy old. He's 31 right now. So he can still hoop, man. But yeah, he in the 2019 2020 season, he was the most six man of the year. So yeah, always doing his thing, man. That year he averaged 18 points a game, six boards, 18 points a game, 18.6 points a game, seven rebounds, uh, one assist, whatever. But yeah, so because he's undersized, that's probably why he's not getting like boards like that. But like no man, but he can get buckets, bro. I seen him play in the BAL, right? That's the best American League. That's here in Lancaster. Just showed up, man, like and pulled up on them and played. I mean, so like he's still a hooper. He's still a guy that like you might tell him it's time to hang it up, whatever, but he still got some stuff in the tank, man. But he was hooping, and they kind of blew out their matchup. But so ironically or surprisingly, they're playing LA, and LA features they have Jordan Crawford, not Jamal Crawford, Jordan Crawford, and they have Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard is playing basketball, and he's playing for the LA Riot of the Big 3 league. I don't know how much these guys get paid. It has to be enough for them to keep trying to come back. Montrezl Harrell is the rookie is kind of been deemed the rookie of the year this year, and Michael Beasley has been deemed like the MVP of the last like 2 seasons. So like these guys get busy, man. So like if you I don't know, it's a summertime thing, or even if you want to just watch reruns because you can watch old games Yo, man, and the games be like 30, like a game might be like 35 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a short game. It's very entertaining. Sometimes these guys got to warm up and get loose before you start seeing them make shots in succession, but like it's dope, bro. It's really dope, man. So I recommend it. If you haven't watched the Big Three yet, go check that out. Go check it out for this weekend because it's gonna be Michael Beasley's team versus Montrezl Harrell's team for the championship. And then they even had like a celebrity game last week. I didn't watch the full thing of that, but Gilly the Kid was in it and he was getting some buckets. So, but yeah, check that out, man. If you have a fix for if you need basketball, summer league is over. You got 1 week left to watch the Big Three. Go check that out, man. So, what do you think? What do you think?